We have another example on the board. This time we're supposed to find the following currents. In order to find those currents, we're supposed to find Z total first. In order to find Z total, we're supposed to find the impedance of the inductor L1, impedance of the capacitor C1, and impedance of the inductor L2. So I'm going to start from ZL1. ZL1 is equal omega times L1, where this is my omega. So I have 12,500 pi, of course radians per second, times L1, which is equal to millihenries. Okay, this is equal 78.54 ohms and angle of 90 degrees. Remember that the impedance of the inductor goes always with angle of 90 degrees. Next, we have to find ZL2, which is equal omega times L2, which is equal 12,500 pi times L2, which is equal 1.5 millihenries. This is equal 58.9 ohms and angle of 90 degrees. Next, we're supposed to find the impedance of the capacitor. C1 is equal 1 over, open parenthesis, omega C1, which is equal 1 divided by, open parenthesis, 12,500 pi times C1, which is equal 4.7 microfarads. This is equal 5.41 ohms and angle of negative 90 degrees. Keep in mind that the capacitive reactance or impedance of a capacitor goes always with angle of negative 90 degrees. Next, I'm going to just look at the diagram and say, okay, I have two components in series, so I'm going to combine them together and I'm going to call this Z1. I have R2 in series with C1, I'm going to call this Z2, and I have another two components in series, I'm going to call this Z3. Okay, so let's continue. We have to find first Z1. Z1 is equal R1 plus the impedance of the inductor L1, ZL1, which is equal R1 40 ohms plus ZL1 78.54 ohms and angle of 90 degrees. This is equal 88.13 ohms and angle of 63.01 degrees. Okay, so this is my Z1. Next, I'm supposed to find Z2. As we said, R2 is in series with C1. That's why I have to add two impedances together. So I have R2 plus ZC1, which is equal R2 68 ohms plus ZC1 5.41 ohms and angle of negative 90 degrees. This is equal 68 -4.21 ohms and angle of -4.54 degrees. Okay, so this is my impedance Z2. Next, I'm supposed to find impedance Z3. Again, we have series circuit. R3 is in series with the inductor L2. Okay, so I have R3 plus ZL2, where R3 is equal 120 ohms plus ZL2 58.9 ohms and angle of 90 degrees. This is equal 133.67 ohms and angle of 26.14 degrees. So we've found all these three impedances. So now we can redraw the circuit. So I have voltage source and I have impedance Z1. I have impedance Z2 and I have impedance Z3. Next, we're supposed to find the total impedance of these two impedances. And please notice that Z2 is in parallel with Z3. That's why I'm going to use the product of these two impedances over the sum of these two impedances. So I have Z23 is equal Z2 times Z3 over Z2 plus Z3. I use this formula because I have just two impedances, and this formula is only for two impedances. So I have Z2 68.21 ohms and angle of -4.54 degrees times Z3, which is equal 133.67 ohms and angle 26.14 degrees over 68.21 ohms and angle of -4.54 degrees plus 133.67 ohms and angle of 26.14 degrees. Use the calculator, you're supposed to get the answer. 46.64 ohms and angle of 5.71 degrees. Okay, so this is the impedance of these two impedances combined together. Next, we can redraw the diagram, and we are going to have Z1 in series with Z23. So in order to find Z total, I'm supposed to simply add these two impedances together. So I have Z1 plus Z23, where Z1 is equal 88.13 ohms and angle of 63.01 degrees plus Z23, which is equal 46.64 ohms and angle of 5.71 degrees. This is equal 119.93 ohms and angle of 43.9 degrees. So this is my total impedance. Okay, so you can redraw the circuit, and your circuit right now looks like this. We have Z total. Now we can find I total. In order to find I total, I simply use the Ohm's law. Current is equal voltage over the impedance. So I have voltage source over Z total in order to find I total, where voltage source is equal 30 volts and angle of 0 degrees over Z total, which is equal 119.93 ohms and angle of 43.9 degrees. This is equal 250.14 milliamps and angle of negative 43.9 degrees. This is my I total. Next, we're supposed to find the current which goes through resistor R1. Please notice that total current will go through impedance Z1. So it means that I total is equal to the current which goes through resistor R1. And this is also equal to the current which goes through the inductor L1. So we can say that IR1 is equal I total and has value 250.14 milliamps and angle of negative 43.9 degrees. So this is my IR1. In order to find IC and IL2, right, I'm going to use the current division law first, okay? So current division law for this part of the circuit is going to look like this. So I have I Z2 is equal I total times Z23 over Z2. Please keep in mind, we have total current, and this total current, also over here, I total is going to split into two currents. In order to find the current which goes through the impedance Z2, I'm supposed to multiply I total by the impedance Z23 and divide by Z2. And from that calculation, I'm going to get the current IZ2. So I have I total 250.14 milliamps, an angle of negative 43.9 degrees, times Z23 is equal 46.64 ohms and angle of 5.71 degrees over Z2, which is equal 68.21 ohms and angle of negative 4.54 degrees. This is equal IZ2 is equal to 171.03 milliamps and angle of negative 33.65 degrees. Let me remind you that the current IZ2 is the current which goes through resistor R2 and capacitor C1. So I can say that IZ2 is equal to IR2 and also is equal to IC1. Okay, so I can say that IC1 is equal to 171.03 milliamps and angle of negative 33.65 degrees. In order to find the current which goes through the inductor L2, I'm supposed to find the current which goes through the impedance Z3. So IZ3 is equal I total minus IZ2, where I total is equal to 250.14 milliamps, an angle of negative 43.9 degrees, minus IZ2, which is equal 171.03 milliamps, an angle of negative 33.65 degrees. Okay, perform the subtraction. You're supposed to get IZ3, which is also equivalent to IR3 and is equivalent to IL2. This is equal 87.31 milliamps, an angle of negative 64.29 degrees. Okay, so this is my current IL2. We found all currents, so we can say that the problem is solved.